Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. I know this is impromptu. I know no, it was a while. I was gone for a while. A just much needed break, much needed break. This is the inspirational morning show, and thank you guys for all your support over the last 3 years. I was going 3 times a week for 3 years. I reached a point where I just needed a little break. I need a little break. Good morning, Wilma Freeman. Good morning. Good morning, Patricia Blackman. Good morning. Yes, guys, I was going. So I had to take a little break and just refresh and regroup. And had some little vacations and everything. So I'm ready to jump right back in, man. I'm ready to jump right back in. I miss doing this. All right. So, yeah. Over the summer there, I just spent some time with the family, spent some time with my son. It's a long time he didn't get the summer off. He was always doing some summer classes, so this time it was special for him and myself. So we just took some time together, a lot of family time. So I'm refreshed and ready to go jump right back into it, man. And I'm gonna going back on Thursdays for now. Thursdays at this time at 8:45. That is Central Time. That's our time in Texas. And then, but if something come up, I get a word that I just need to put out there, I'll just come on impromptu and put it out. If I have time to, give people a heads up of what I'm doing, I will. But sometimes I might just gotta jump on and just give the word, and you just gotta catch it on replay if people don't catch it live. But the main thing is me putting it out there, and it's gonna always be out there. It's like a library. You could always refer to it when you need it. But today, this came to my mind. I didn't really plan on starting this week, but this word came, and I just have to come and bring it out and get it out, right? We really want to talk about keeping our focus on the word, because there can be so much of challenges, and all the enemy wants to do is mess with your belief, take your focus off of the word, which is your belief system, so he can get to keep you in bondage, right? So we take a look at this story here. It's in Matthew 14. We can read from about 22 to about 33. Matthew 14, we can read from about 22 to about 33, right? And let's look at this here and see how important it is, right? This is when Jesus walked on water. The story, you might know it, is when Jesus walked on water. We can pull out some little nuggets from it, right? It said, immediately Jesus made the disciples get into the boat and go on ahead of him to the other side, right? Matthew 14, 22 through 33, right? So immediately Jesus made his disciples get into the boat and go on ahead of him to the other side, while he dismissed the crowd. After he had dismissed them, he went up on a mountainside by himself to pray. Later that night, he was there alone, and the boat was already a considerable distance from land, buffeted by the waves because the wind was against it. So he sent the disciples along. Good morning, Mr. Oswald Smith. Good morning. And the boat is far out now. He's still on land, and the boat is far out in the water. The waves is pushing it out, right? That's what's going on here. Shortly before dawn, Jesus went out to them walking on the lake. So to Jesus to get to the boat now, he'd had to swim. But this is Jesus we're talking about. He decided he's going to walk on the water, right? So he walked on the lake. When the disciples saw him walking on the lake, they were terrified. It's a ghost, they said, and cried out in fear. But Jesus immediately said to them, take courage. It is I. Don't be afraid. So obviously to see this man walking on water, they get afraid. Mr. Roger Hamilton, good morning, right? They see Jesus walking on this lake. They get scared. Jesus said, no, it's me. It's not no ghost. Then, Lord, if it is you, Peter replied, tell me to come to you on the water. So Peter said, God, Jesus, if that's you, tell me to come. Tell me to come, because I know if you give me the word to come, I can come. I can do just what you're doing, right? So hear what Jesus said now. Jesus said, come, he said. Jesus told Peter, come. Then Peter got down out of the boat, walked on the water, and came towards Jesus. So, in other words, he followed the word. right? He followed the word in faith. Jesus told him to come. He went right out and he walked on the water and go towards Jesus. But when he saw the wind, he was afraid and began to sink, crying out, Lord, save me. So this is my point I want to get to. When his focus was on the word that Jesus gave him, Maxine, good morning. Good morning, Maxine Allen, good morning. When his focus was on the word that Jesus told him to come, when his focus was on that, he was able to walk on water. But when he took his focus off of that and looked at the circumstances around him, he saw this wind. The wind was there all the time. The waves and the wind was doing what it's doing all the time. Jesus said that. That's how the boat goes. Test the hunt. Good morning, good morning. So, but when he took his focus off of the word and looked at the circumstances around him, he began to sink. Immediately, Jesus reached out his hand and caught him. You of little faith, he said, why did you doubt? And when he climbed into the boat, the wind died down. Then those who were in his boat worshiped him, saying, truly, this man's the Son of God. So what I'm trying, my message is today, when I was reading this and God said, you need to go out there. I need to strengthen somebody's faith today. Somebody's faith today. Don't take your eyes off of the word. Don't worry with the situation around you. He's saying that wind and the wave was doing what it's doing all the time. And Peter was able to walk on the water and come towards Jesus. But when he took his mind, took his attention off of the word, the command that Jesus gave him, he began to sink. And just like a lot of us, how much times we do that? That wind that he got afraid of, and you see what he said here, he said he got afraid. What 2 Timothy 1:7 said, and how much many more scriptures. He said, God did not give us the spirit of fear. So as soon as he become and introduced the word fear, now he's following a different God. Because God said, I did not give the spirit of fear. I did not. So once you introduce fear, you following someone else now. You following the kingdom of darkness now. So you're not under my protection no more, dear. That's why you begin to sink. So I'm telling you guys, this wind that Peter got afraid of, this wind might be, you're going to work right now, you don't know you're going to lose your job, boss threatening you to fire you. This wind might be your landlord trying to put you out right now. This wind might be your child who you're praying for that out there. This wind might be your business going down right now. This wind is significant in each one of our lives. Different things, your sickness, your healing, you're believing in the word, you're going along good, and you go back to the doctor and he tell you, he give you, I see some lump or some mass or something, and you take your attention off of the word of God, the Jehovah Jireh, the God of healing. From my stripes, see, I am healed. You take your focus off of that and you start to focus on the mass or the lump. That's what Peter did, and that's when he sank. But once he was focused on the word, he was walking on the water. So I'm telling you, let us keep our focus on the word. Guys, but this level of faith, you got to keep reading. You got to keep this stuff in you. You got to keep it in you. So when the wind comes, you could still know Jesus tell me to come to him. I'm not focusing on the wind. I'm not focusing on those waves. I'm just focusing on what he told me. He said he's Jehovah Jireh, the God of healing. He said by his stripes I am healed. He said he'd never leave me nor forsake me. He said he that is in me is greater than anything of this world. He said I just need to do not worry. Matthew 6, 25 through 34. When he's saying do not worry. Right? Do not worry. All you need to do is seek ye first the kingdom and his righteousness. All these things might be added unto thee. When he said, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. He's saying, keep your focus on the word. The circumstances around you're going to do is all the enemy trying to do is mess with your belief system. Because he know our breakthrough is in the word of God. And the word was with God and the word is God. And once he could get us away from focus from that, we can be like Peter, we're going to sink. We are going to sink. So if we want to stay on top of our situation, or in Peter's case, stay on top of the water, let us just keep our focus on the word, guys. I didn't go on too long today, guys. Glad to be back. I got so much I want to put out there, but I'm trying to just keep it a little short today. And I might jump on in the week because I have some more stuff that's pressing on me to go out there because I want to reach people. I think this message here was trying to strengthen someone's faith right now with the situation that they're going through. Don't know who's it for, but I hope it reaches you in time. Just keep your focus on your word and don't worry about the external circumstances around you there. It's going to do what it's due, but he said, if you believe, it's going to happen for you, right? If you believe, you got to keep your focus on his word, guys. The enemy going to create all of these storms around you for you to lose focus. All he's trying to get you to do is lose focus. Lose focus on your word because your word is the breakthrough. And if I could get his focus off of that word, I can mess with his belief system. And now you can get scared of the wind and the wave and the letter that you just got and the eviction notice and all of these stuff, the boss telling you, you know, how you're going to feed your kids because you'll get the job. And keep your focus on him. You remember Anrak, Shadrach, and Abednego. Remember Daniel in the lion's den, what they did? They keep the focus there and look how it turned out for them. We're no different. All right, guys. So I'm going to leave it there. Thanks to everyone. Marcy Wiles, thank you for jumping in. Roxanne Alkins, thank you guys for joining, man. But I'm back. I'm going on Thursdays at around this time, 8:45. But like I said, during the week, if I get something I want to push up there, I can just jump on impromptu and do it. I might give people a heads up before I come on if I can. But if not, sometimes I just got to do what I need to do and get it out there. You can always catch it back on the replay. But I'm happy to be back and refreshed and ready to go, guys. So have a great day, and we'll talk again next Thursday for sure, but hopefully I might jump on before then and do something. All right, guys, have a great, great day. Goodbye.